You know, I don't know if I was gonna do a review on this or anything because of listen. There's so much wrestling this weekend, and it's just too many shows to review. Honestly, I'm debating right now over this whole AEW and Evolve thing tonight. I think I'm probably just gonna watch the AEW show. Listen, I know what Evolve is. I know it's a lot of NXT talent on there, and I know people that came from Evolve, but you know, I don't know everyone that is on the show. Probably a couple names I've heard back and forth for the NXT ones, but I'm probably gonna watch the AEW thing, the Fight for the Fallen show. I'm undebatable on that, but you still got Extreme Rules tomorrow and all that. But there is one thing I did want to talk about, and I think it wasn't gonna be fair if I didn't do a review on this because I know I did one last week, but I do want to come on and review a little bit more of the G1 right now. I said it before, I'm not going to review every show that happens in the G1 because this is going on for a whole month and it's just too many days to keep up on it. But I will do at least a review for at least the first night of the B block. Just because I did it on A block last week. It was in Dallas, Texas and everything, and that was just the whole thing to kick it off in America. But now since they're back in Japan again, I kind of wanted to talk about some things that very questionable decisions, I should say. Now I know a lot of these matches are gonna, be on same day tape delay because of course, Japan, America, 2 different times, and we already know it's happened already hours and hours ago at nighttime, unless you woke up early in the morning to watch it. Or if you didn't watch it on New Japan World, I'm sure people will probably wait till they watch on Access TV tonight where they'll play all 5 G1 B block matches. But I did kind of want to talk about some of them because it was some very interesting decisions that really questioned me. But since this is night 2, day 2 of whatever you want to go for the G1. All I know is this is the first for the B block. Kevin Kelly and Rocky Romero were on commentary. I believe they were in back in Tokyo at the Ota City General Gymnasium. I'm not really gonna go to the tag matches because the tag you can skip the tag matches if you want, to be honest, because those are just previews for the next turn, part of the block. Because the next one will be the A block that happens, and it's not very much. One thing I will say about when I did watch a little of the preview matches is that Will Ospreay's music was dubbed, surprisingly. Like, really, you can't use the Elevate thing no more. And all I know is like when he tagged with Bushi and I forget the young boy's name. I'm sorry, and they went against Lij, Evil, Sonata, Bushi, because we're getting into those matches for later on because who's gonna face Tuck, because A block is technically tonight, but we'll come back to that later. So the tag matches, I'm just gonna skip over those because those are just previews. And I will say one thing, they are using the American young boys from the Los Angeles dojo that Shibata has been training, because they showed what was their names? Carl Fredericks and Clark Connors, and they tagged with Kenta out there. I'll say they're pretty good, but you can judge them if you want to yourself, because I know they had a whole thing. There was like a little documentary type thing they had with Shibata training people, since they have a Los Angeles dojo now. I know Goto was over there lately, but just to get into the whole tournament itself, though, we did kick off for B block with Juice Robinson versus Shingo Takagi. This was really good match. I say this every time about the G1 matches. It's almost like who could top who. And Takagi and Juice did really good out here. I did really like this match. This was good, real good. That I didn't know where this was gonna go, and it ended up with Juice winning, because when it kind of got, so I would say, the ending sequence with both guys trying to dodge either the Noshigami or the Pulp Friction, and one thing is like, and yet remember that Shingo Takagi is a junior heavyweight. I still think he looks like a heavyweight, but he was trying to hit those pumping bombers on Juice. At one point, he couldn't even knock him down. But Robinson hit him with 2 left-handed gods and hit him with a Pulp Friction for the end. If it's one thing on commentary that was noticed, is that people saying that can Shingo hang with the heavyweights or anything, since he is a junior heavyweight, because Juice is already a heavyweight. And I guess, they kind of put that Juice was a heavyweight, so that gave him the advantage over Shingo. Listen, the whole undefeated streak thing is over with him now at this point, because, listen, they're not going to let him go undefeated like they did in like I said, they're not gonna let him go undefeated like he did in the Super Junior tournament. So they're gonna, I'm just surprised. I didn't think he was gonna lose his first match. I actually thought he was gonna beat Juice for a second, but Juice getting the win, very impressive match. I thought it was a good way to start out the G1, and it was very impressive. It was a little bit surprised. I thought he was gonna Shingo go over again, since they've been kind of high on him for the past few months, ever since he debuted in New Japan, and joining LIJ. So I didn't think Juice was gonna win. But the next match on the card, Jon Moxley and versus Taichi, both men making their G1 debuts. Taichi came out with Mio. Yeah, I think it's Mio, the girl that comes out with him. But as Moxley did his whole thing coming through the crowd and stuff. One thing I see, bro, I still see Shelter Umino. If you go back and look at the the post comments, I guess he was going to train him. He was my young boy or something. And he even had a Moxley shirt on and holding the U.S. title. But before he could even finish his entrance, Taichi attacked him from behind. He hit him with a umbrella. Might I remind you, the match has not officially started yet. They fought, of course, by ringside several times, dodging each other till they finally got in the ring. Taichi was in. They started trying to count out Moxley. Moxley got up by the count of 19. Taichi started kicking Moxley at one point. One thing I like when they went to the outside, Moxley a suicide dive. There was a table involved. It was a table involved. Taichi tried to power bomb him. Moxley ended up dodging it, hit him with a big Uranagi through the table, pretty much giving a middle finger also to Taichi. I did kind of like how he looked at the table and told Mio, yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? She kind of backed up then. Taichi did a running, well, not Taichi, but Moxley went running knees. He got back into the ring. Ended up with the referee getting knocked down at one point. There was a chair involved that Mio throw in, but Moxley he kicked the chair out of Taichi's hand, took the chair from him, just threw the chair right in his face as Taichi told him to stop. He dodged the whole, I'm calling it the Death Rider thing now, I'm not going to call it Dirty Deeds. He dodged that. I feel it's going to say Death Rider anytime. AEW, New Japan, I'm just going to start calling it that, because it's better than calling it the double underhook thing. I can't say Dirty Deeds anymore and stuff, so that's what we're going to go by. But Taichi tried to hit his finisher. He tried to do that whole super kick thing. Moxley hit him with a big Death Rider in the air. Got the count. 2 points for Moxley right here. So, this is kind of more of a showcase for him. Because, listen, he was not going to lose in his G1 debut. I know both these guys were making their debuts in the G1. But I never really thought Moxley was going to win. Match was kind of short, I will say that. But, this was a little bit of a good brawl. I will say that. It just showcases him. Kind of a, like I said, quick win for him. So, like I said, Moxley got the win. He said he's still gonna, it wasn't a good idea for Taichi to piss him off by attacking from behind. So 2 points for him. One match I am kind of disappointed next in. But since I guess they want to go on anything can happen in the G1, it was Tetsuya Naito versus Toru Yano, which obviously I'm going to go with Naito just for the fuck of it, thinking because this is Yano, but guess Kevin Kelly and them said, Yano, he's always been a surprise in the G1 and stuff. He's always had these spoiler moments, and he's had victories over Tanahashi, Nakamura, Suzuki, Ibushi, and Omega last year. I do remember he did beat Kenny Omega, even though it was a whole Bullet Club Civil War thing. And he did beat Kota Ibushi. He never got his title shot against Omega, though, when he was the champion. So Yano never got that. But Naito, of course, he takes forever to take off his suit. Yano got pissed because Naito, I guess, still had his shirt on. He kept his shirt on, too. I knew this was going to be a comedy match, especially with the whole turnbuckle thing. Naito having to stop him several times. He even spit at Yano at one point. He even used his t-shirt to kind of clean his own t-shirt to try and clean up the own mess. Tried to roll up Yano, did not work. Of course, Naito even himself tried to grab the turnbuckle thing and even at it, but the referee ended up charging Naito, even grabbing the thing, going to the ground. Red Shoes had finally got back up. Yano tried to roll up Naito again, did not work. Even tried to roll up again, but it ended up with Yano, he put the referee's shirt over his eyes, low blows Naito, puts the shirt over his eyes, and then spears him for the pin And I am sitting here pissed the fuck off at this match. Like, well, I know Yano is a comedy thing. I'm surprised they even still keep putting him in the G1. But they won't put Suzuki in, though, for some reason. I know a lot of fans are pissed at that. But I'm sitting there like, I remember this shit last year, too, in the first G1. Was it Kenny Omega versus Naito on the first night, and Omega ended up winning against Naito, which it was a great match, and I know it's kind of like same thing for like 2017 when Naito beat him to win his G1 second one back in 2017, but Omega was the champion at that time, so he beat him in his first round. But Naito has still made it to like in the finals, near the finals last year in the 4. But now he's lost in the first one against Naito. Naito looked pissed after the match, getting mad at Red Shoes. But I guess this is gonna be anything can happen in the G1. Some fans are gonna like it, some fans are. I'm sure a majority of motherfuckers was pissed at this match. If you are an LIJ fan, so there's a lot of things you can take from this, but I did not expect Yano to win his first. Well, they said he won his first match since 2014, but I didn't expect him to beat Naito right here in the first of this damn tournament in the B block, first one. So, like I said, man, I guess you gotta watch out for Yano. Anything can happen in G1, even if your fucking favorites lose. So, personally, I still think he's gonna win the G1, Naito. I don't know why. I just maybe I'm being biased. Maybe it's LIJ. Maybe that's why. A little bit biased, though. I know people are going to go crazy now because they're going to say, like, this is a guy holding up a LIJ hat where he's wearing a Bullet Club hat. You think I watch what hats I wear all the time? But moving on from that, which I thought probably one of the best ones out of tonight, though, which I thought it was a slugfest out here between Jeff Cobb and Tomohiro Ishii. I said it was a good preview last week on Saturday, and both of these guys just beat the hell. You want to talk about fucking suplexes? This is the match to watch. If you want to see two raging fucking bulls going at each other, this match was great. Okay, I loved it. Cobb and Ishii was just going in, like just even hitting German suplexes, just no selling them at one point. Even he had set up for the brain buster. Ishii, Cobb got out of it, having a striking contest with him, trying to go for the tour of the islands. Did not work. Even hit a German suplex after a super kicked in. But Ishii ended up kicking Cobb, ended up hitting a brain buster for the win. 2 points for him. So that was a great match. That's one match I would say really look forward to out of that tournament. Well, in this part of the tournament tonight was with Ishii and Cobb. So this was a very, very great match that was very, very enjoyable. I'm not surprised that wasn't the main event. But the main event ended up being Hiroki Goto versus Jay White, because the story, if you want to go on there, is Jay White always having Goto's number, beating him a total of over 4 times, saying, I've already beaten Goto, why do I need to face him again? This was a great match. This was still a good match, I'll say that, because they were really putting over Goto out. Goto went back to train with Shibata at the LA dojo when he was in impeccable shape, and he had to get this win over Jay White since he's been beaten by White several times and stuff. So I still think it was a good match, though. It ended up, Jay White still doing a lot of heel shit out there. And in a way, I kind of saw him winning. I did like the whole dodge thing, the whole sequence of them dodging the Blade Runner and the what's Goto's finish called again? The GTR. At one point, Geto tried to get in, but they ended up taking Geto back out the ring. White was trying to go for the Blade Runner again, but I guess Goto hit him with like a reverse GTR, and then he hit him with a big kick almost to the head, knocking him backwards. He hit a GTR one more time, finally beating Jay White since he was hell bent on that. And Goto did speak right after. They did translate it, saying it's been a while, but he was happy he was able to win. But he still has a long way to go in the G1, and that the G in G1 stands for Goto. So 2 points for him right now. So very interesting finishes. Some I kind of saw who was going to win, some I didn't. I didn't really expect Naito to lose. I was actually surprised Shingo lost. Not a good night for LIJ. Moxley I expected. Ishii I expected too. I don't know how Jeff Cobb's going to do in this tournament, but I know he's going to put on a lot of impressive matches. He's the only one person from Ring of Honor that's in this damn match. Who else? In the main event itself was good. I kind of, like I said, just looking at the story, you kind of knew Goto was going to win. So finally beating Jay White, because what are they gonna do? Have Jay White beat him 5 times? So that's kind of it for that. But I just kind of wanted to speak on the B block, since I didn't. Yeah, if I'm gonna do a review for the first night of A block, I'm gonna do a review for the first night for B block, even though it's a week later today. Which I watched these matches early this morning, so that's why. But of course, they will be back on tonight. Like I said, you can, if you didn't see these matches today, you could just watch on Access TV later on tonight. But if you want to talk about the next matches for A block, that will happen tonight at whatever time it is, in 2-3 in the morning. I don't know. Listen, like I said, America and Japan, 2 different things. But in the next thing for A block for I guess Sunday, if you want to go for that, it will be who are the next for A block? You have Lance Archer versus Bad Luck Fale, Will Ospreay versus Sonata, Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr., Ibushi versus Evil, and Tanahashi versus Kenta. That will be in the A block. And on Monday, Monday, B block will continue again. What if it will be in Hokkaido, I believe, because it's supposed to be back again in Tokyo again tonight. But in the next B block for Monday, it will be Naito versus Taichi. I've seen that before. Ishii versus Jay White. Cobb versus Moxley. That's going to be a good one. Really interesting. Juice versus Goto. And Yano versus Takagi. So that will be the next round for B block. But I just wanted to talk about the whole G1 thing. I just want to do a little bit of a quick review on this. Kind of thought out what I thought about it and everything. Like I said, I didn't really need to go over the tag matches. Those were previews. I know they were I did those last week. But I guess that was because it was Dallas, and that's why. And it was a little bit different than from what you see. But I kind of determine who's going to win in these matches. If one person wins in their, whatever side, you kind of tell who's going to win that match in the G1 tournament itself. But like I said, I'm not going to do a review for every G1 tournament match that happens. I'm going to watch it, but I'm not going to do a review for every single, match that happens. Like I said, this is a month-long tournament here, people. I'm not going to do that, but I just wanted to get it because it was the B block today, and it was interesting to me. But like I said, I'm probably going to be back later on tonight. I will have a review most likely on either AEW or maybe Evolve. I know I'm going to be back tomorrow for Extreme Rules. So like I said, it's a lot of more wrestling. I still probably will get an Impact review, even though I don't really think it's a lot to say about that since it was a recap show. But maybe I will, maybe I won't. And that's just from recapping Slammiversary that last Sunday. But I'm going to go from here. I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about this review. And are you watching the G1 tournament? And who do you have winning this whole tournament? Or just the A block, B block in general? Or what matches are you looking forward to? Or what matches do you want to see? Okay? But like I said, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm going to go from here. I'll probably see you guys on later tonight. Peace out.